Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the London Bulldogs. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down.
On first down, Landry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Landry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here in the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Schwartz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Schwartz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Number 5. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulldogs have got it back to within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Complete to number 3.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this 1st half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Landry. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. One final go for this offense here in this 1st half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz.
Complete to number 84.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Dameon Pierce, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry, give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have it, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Counter play with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
London about set to take over on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Schwartz. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Landry, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On 1st down, Landry. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the counter. Landry. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Landry. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And his kick is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Texans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for London, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.